gracing the stage today is a man that I am a fan of, from lyrical content genius to videography, cinematography. There's just something about a Tilo music video and the music itself that sets the standard. Sir, you scare me. That's all I'm going to say. You, like, genuinely, when I think about the music, when I think about the outfits, it's beyond that. But not just that. He is definitely a sound in its own and an African giant in the making. Help me welcome the one and only Badman Alaji. How are you doing?
I'm okay, Mr. Wellington. How's it?
I'm doing amazing.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. I mean, this is so surreal. I still need to be very calm and keep it together, but I'm freaking out. I remember speaking on my WhatsApp status like, Tilo is coming today. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Like I was thinking of the aesthetics.
The pressure.
Should I put a comb in my hair? Like, what am I going to channel? But while we're at it, we're going to get right into it. I mean, Kuchalo is such an anthem, originally created to be as a thank you note to your fans, your friends, your family, and now has become our anthem. I mean, when anybody gets something done for the country, the anthem is Kuchalo. How does that make you feel?
I'm grateful, you know. I think it's about time. You know, people say, no, I'm underrated. I've been sleeping on my music, but they need to understand that we're good. People need to understand that there's time for everything under the sun, you know. And I feel like this is my time. People need to wake up to the good stuff. They need to understand that there are people in the music industry that know what they're doing.
True.
They're not just in it for the sake of fame or business, but the passion overrides all those factors, and we're here.
That's amazing. I'm very much still intrigued by how the song came together. I mean, we know you to be very elaborate with your music. Yeah. It's not just the beat, it's not just the words, but it's the video as well. And you take your time when it comes to putting out a video. I mean, your videos aren't abrupt. We've seen songs on the Awakening album that still don't have videos because you're still trying to assimilate and connect with it. Exactly. But Kuchalo came out as such a one-pack project. How was it like creating that? What were the challenges with it? And of course, people are excited to know, working with YSLF, the dynamics there. How was it like creating the music?
It was amazing, you know, just like you've put it. People were not expecting that collab. And trust me, even when we created that song, in my mind I said, this has to be a national anthem. And that's exactly what it's doing, because I spoke live to it and everything was put in plan. Nothing happened because it wasn't supposed to be there. It took me a couple of months because we had recorded a couple of songs, me and him, and I said, I think this is the one. Because people said, So they needed something new before I could go back to the album. So hence the Kuchalo, and basically that song I wrote it for my mother. Which I'm very
She's in the video.
She's in the video actually, So I wrote it for my mother, and as well as everybody that's been supporting my work. You know, they do one by one and so sometimes it's always good that you put it in a song as an artist and people feel it, you know. People feel entitled to certain things when you do them. If it's for them, they will definitely do it. They will feel it just like they did.
That's amazing. He's deep, this guy. Like, I just wanted to continue talking. But I must say, when the song came out itself, it was kind of like at a plateau up until TikTok got a hold of the song. Then we blew it out of the water. I mean, I've done multiple TikToks to which I'm just there like, hey, like that's literally me every single time when I get to listen to it. Realizing the power that social media has over the music, are you going to be marketing music differently moving forward, looking at how that was, personally for me, that was the peak and it really sent the song out there?
Yeah. Well, as we all know, you know, social media is everything right now. Everybody's on social media. So I've got a new team now. I've got a solid team I'm working with. So things are being done differently. I'm sure if you see my social media handlers, everything is top notch. So we're trying to keep that, and we're hoping a lot of Zambian people and especially the artists, you know what I mean? Because the industry has been stagnant for quite a long time. And I keep saying this, it's not, people think it's just about the music, okay? People think it's about being in the game for a long time, and that's why they get it wrong. We have to learn. You have to learn from the people that brought the culture. if you're in Afrobeats, you need to learn from the people that brought Afrobeats. So it's fashion and art. If you don't understand that, then you'll be left out on the wave.
That's amazing. That's true. And I would definitely get to that because you share some very interesting concepts on creativity in the music industry and music not just being let's dance to it, but there should be something behind it. So we'll get to that. Of course, after Kuchalo came out, you decided to put out a music video for a song that you have on the album, The Awakening. I must put you on blast to say I hoped that it would either be Mumba or Njipusheko by James Sakala, but you went ahead to release a video of that. Is that something that will be seen more? Are you in that, you know, space of creating videos for music, or it was just that one?
No, that's the wave right now. That's the energy. Like I said this some time back. I said I've been working, but you know, greatness needs preparation. So material needs to be there for you to plan. Otherwise, you can't plan if the material is not there. So I can't say much, but that's the energy. Video after video.
So which one is coming next? We want to know.
Expectations.
Yes, but what is the expectation? No.
So I'm working. I'm just right now. I'm trying to awaken people to know that I've got an album, because that album I put in a lot of work. I can't let it go to waste.
Yeah.
And the more I do new music, the more I will sleep on it. So I have to find a balance. So can you song from the album? Can you song from the album? Yeah, the sequence.
That's amazing. Now, you have been labeled as a leader of the new school by Cleo Ice Queen, and we know there's the album Listening launch that will be coming up soon. And I must say, you killed it on that particular song. And props to Cleo for letting the new school be the new school. And then she followed your wave, as it should be. Like, you guys weren't doing a Cleo song. It was your song, and she was coming on. What do you have to say about this particular group of people that are the new school? What are your expectations?
Well, I'll just go straight to the point, no disrespect. You know, Mr. Wellington, there's always a phase when things shift. And right now, the main issue is other people are failing to adjust because the wave has shifted. Yeah. Okay, like any other time, if I take you back, maybe 10 years ago, there was Dunka music. When people used to say, Mwimbi hapa mabiti ya soya. Now, that's what they're singing on. Yeah. So, as an artist, you need to understand that there's a wave. It will come, it will go. So you have to move with the trend. And right now, the guys that know where the industry is going are the guys that are in the new wave. No disrespect, kudos to the legends and all those people. But where the industry is right now, we are the guys that are leading the flock. So
you guys are definitely
it's either they are with us or they remain where they are.
And there's power in the upcoming. I mean, there's definitely power there. Just looking at how many people are celebrating new music and different genres. One thing that I love about how Zambia is celebrating Kuchalo is it's not a song that we've heard before. No. But it's a sound that we know. You know, there's a great mix-up between something that we understand. It's still very much Tilo, but even when I heard it the first time, I was like, well, this is different, and I was very concerned about how people receive it, because it's not a song that you hear in the club playing, and that's always something that people are against in the country. They want something that's good.
They just want to dance.
Exactly, they just want to dance, but your song, your creativity has done something that is beyond understanding, and kudos to that. Coming to your creativity as we wrap up, I mean, you've gotten into trouble with, a little bit of trouble, of course, with how you express the idea of, let's focus on the lyrical content. Let's not just wake up today and say no.
Artists in Zambia.
I mean, people get upset when you say that, but I still want to hear it from you. What are your thoughts on lyrical content and creativity in our industry?
That's the basis of being an artist. Your lyrical content is the food that you give people, so it needs to be strong. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just, you listen to some music that's popping out there and you're just like, but what's going on? Why are we not letting people know that there's also this? Like, people need to wake up to this. And I keep saying this. I tell people, in as much as I would want to do music for the club, I'm still thinking, you know, when I'm writing a song, I'm thinking about that person who's who's going through something, okay? Even as I'm going to make him dance, I need to make him understand. Just like you said in the Kuchalo song, there's a message before someone starts dancing.
Yeah.
And that's how art is supposed to be.
Like, this is unfathomable. I'm just receiving. I'm just here getting it. But before we wrap up, I want to ask, do you think the expectation to make us dance, is it the people, us, the consumers of your music, us who are looking at the music, us who are counting the people who are going to view the music, talking about it on our shows and saying, oh, this music is blowing, it's at 1 million views, or it's on the artists themselves. Artists are just lazy and they don't want to put out lyrical content, and so let's give them something that they know, but let's change the title.
Yeah, I'll say it's on both, but mainly it's on us.
The artists.
Yeah, the artists. Because I'll tell you, I had an experience. I attended a workshop for Oxfam with a couple of artists, and someone asked to say, way back when people like Exile, Chameleon used to do music, did people used to go to them and say, and people would follow? They said, they just used to do music, but what has changed now? Now, because of trends, every artist thinks, for you to do a hit song, you have to do a danceable song. And now it's in everybody's artists. Every time they are doing their pen game, they are thinking about what will make people dance instead of what am I going to educate people with? What do I want to say? You know what I mean? And also back to the consumers, it's difficult for them to say what's good and what's not, because they're used to dancing. They just want to. That's why they don't care sometimes. They just...
Yeah,
just, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
But
as long as
you know
it's got
what I
a
mean,
beat.
yeah? So people like me have been in this industry to let the consumers know and my fellow artists know that the game is different now. It's either you go big or you go home. It's either you remain local
or try to do something out of the water.
Yes.
That's amazing. I must put it out again to say kudos on Kuchalo, because even when I saw the credits, it wasn't a music video, it was a movie. Because there was people involved, there was a
lot of people.
And that shows growth. And I appreciate that, regardless of how much backlash people have given towards you, and I refuse to believe that this is when people are hearing you. I think you're what we call a mainstream alternative artist, because for me, I'm not going to listen to Tilo's song in the mix of other songs. I want to listen to Tilo's songs only. Like I'm going to wake up today and listen to Tilo's songs, and that's a good thing. That's an amazing thing. Thank you so much for doing that for us and creating this different sound and genre.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I know we have to let you go. Leaders of a New School, you guys are performing. I'm super, super excited. Earlier on, you said you had worked on some songs with Celeb. Are we going to listen to those songs, or?
Yeah, you're definitely gonna hear it soon. We're working on there's a whole lot of things coming, so just stay good. I like what you said about the credits. I think that's also something that we also have to work on, as an industry. Every time you work with people, they don't know how to credit people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't have done what I did without a lot of people that I'm sure you don't even know about. You know what I mean? And it's a motivation to the people that help you get there. Every time you do work and you credit them. But it's been a bad tendency. Every time you work with your fellow Zambian people and they produce stuff, even pictures or anything, and you don't see them credit people that made that possible. So it's something that we also need to work on.
Awesome. Last question, I promise. Who do you think needs to improve their pen game? And who do you think is doing amazing?
Like I said,
yes, just say. Give us two.
They'll crucify me.
Give us two. We want to hear.
I've been in that.
I'm pretty sure your PR outside is freaking out. They don't want you to say. They don't want to say anything.
No.
You're gonna let me know in our WhatsApp, right?
I will.
We have been joined by the one and only Zambian rarity. Kuchalo is out right now. It's now at 1.4 million views on YouTube and it's trending all over. If you're definitely one for Zambian sounds, use it in your TikToks, put it on your Instagram story. Go all out for our leaders of the new school as well as alternative artists like Tilo. The Upviller promises to be a stage for up and coming stars and stars themselves to open up the creative processes behind them. Just before we go off, here is Kuchalo by Tilo and Celeb. On the other side, social media paparazzi and international entertainment news. We'll be back.